Good morning, guys. It is a beautiful day, and I just want to encourage
The
you.
Lord is my strength. He will make my feet like hinds feet. He will cause me to walk on the high places. Every now and then I like to go through some of the minor prophets. And it may not be, like Isaiah and all that got a lot of stuff, but there's this guy, Habakkuk. Habakkuk was a prophet in a time when Judah was about to go into exile, and they had not been obeying God. They just had not been doing what they're supposed to do. And here he was to tell them that, hey, God's judgment was coming. But at the end of God's judgment, God was also going to judge the people who were going to invade them. Because, of course, it was evil people. And I mean, I'm thinking to myself, having to go give people bad news is probably not the best of things. But at the end of Habakkuk chapter 3, just three chapters, 1 and 2, he talks about the fact that, things were really bad and, God was going to come and, judgment was going to pass. And then, God was going to eventually judge their enemies. But also, just before that, he says that though the olive is not going to bloom and the fields are going to be dry and things are going to get real desolate, he turns and he says, but yet will I put my trust in God. I'm still going to trust God. And so basically what he was saying, like, we're going to head into a difficult season, a pretty much barren season, and in a lot going to seem like it's going, but I will put my faith and my confidence in God, because God is still able to make my feet like hinds feet. God is still able to cause me in the midst of all this to still rise. He's going to make me walk on high places. And it's interesting because that's how it is with us. We look around sometimes, it looks barren. But in spite of that, God is still able to make you go to that high place. He's still able to carry you to that next level. And so while you're in it, still keep praising God, still keep trusting, still keep believing that that day is coming. It also reminds me of David when he says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, because thou art with me. Whether things are bright or whether things are not looking all that, just keep remembering that you have a God that's going to be with you in spite of, that's still able to make you walk on hinds feet. When we look around, the world around us sometimes seems so chaotic, but God is still able to make you go up to those high places, make you still soar above the circumstances and the things, and still fulfill that God given destiny that He has placed over your life. All right? So that's my word of encouragement to you today. Remember that God loves you, and I do too. Be blessed. Have an awesome rest of the day.